Well, becoming a foster parent isn't really hard. It does take some time. You first go through a training class. It's 21 hours, and we try and make the class fun and informative. We break it up so it's easy to take. Once you go through all the paperwork, really it's just something that you have to work your way through. And then when you're licensed, you are able to take a child.
My wife started working in an agency that provided care for foster children, and she came home constantly saying, "Oh, we need more foster parents, we need more foster parents." I'm like, okay, that's fine with me, let's go, I guess. I really didn't know what I was getting into, if it was a big deal or not, but it sounded like something we should try, so we did.
The decision to become a foster parent became very relevant to me when I was working at an agency and I was responsible for taking placement calls. And I constantly had to say no to those calls because we were full. And I remember specifically a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old that were found in their home with no food for 2 days. Their mom was on a bender, and I didn't have a home, and it broke my heart. And I went home to my husband. I said, you know, we're not perfect, and of course we're busy, but we've got to do something. Well, to get our whole family to discuss fostering wasn't particularly hard, because when I started talking about the need, they pretty much knew that there's a need, we can meet the need, why shouldn't we do this? Why shouldn't we explore doing this?
You watch children walk in your home who are terrified and scared, and taking care of them, it shows you a lot about them and yourself. It gives you an opportunity to help another person, and it's a wonderful experience.
We found our calling as a family to take in kids and take care of kids, and I think that's great that we found our calling and we've really pursued it. Caleb is a ball of energy. He just runs around all the time. He's being a boy, just running into things and breaking things, but that's fine because I'm a boy too, so we do the same thing basically.
Foster parents can be the most important person in that child's life. You know, when they're removed from their homes due to abuse, neglect, abandonment, they come in with very broken hearts and very distorted views of what a family is. And so when you come into that child's life and you care for them, it gives them an opportunity to see a different life, a different lifestyle, and to see that adults are people that can be there to help you and heal you, not hurt you.
Before I was a foster parent, I thought people who did that kind of stuff, who fostered or adopted, they had to have a much bigger heart. They had to have this special compassion, or they just don't have any motivation to do anything else except take care of kids, you know. But now that we're doing it, I realize, no, you're just an average person, because we're average and we're doing it, and I'm enjoying it, my boys are enjoying it, and we still go on vacation to Disney, or we go camping, and we go to the beach, and we go swimming. We still do all the stuff we want to do, and it's fun. We're now just doing it with some extra kids, so it's definitely very doable for anybody.
If you're at all hesitant, or you're worried that this will take away from your children, or this will somehow distract you from being able to love them in the same way, it really won't. In all honesty, having a foster child or someone else to take care of will bring your family together in a way. Because now you all have this group effort of taking care of someone who shows up scared and broken, and I've seen children show up who they won't even talk or eat or even sleep properly, but then after a month or two of just the whole family working together, you watch their lives be changed. And it really gives an opportunity, especially for your children, to show them, to allow your children to see compassion and to see a child's life changed. So many kids my age don't even have that opportunity, and it will really change their life, especially for the better.
The hardest thing I've seen at ChildNet is sibling groups that are separated. It is common for children who come from abusive backgrounds to bond. And so when they come into our intake center and you have a sibling group of 3 that is clinging to each other because that's the only comfort they've ever had their whole life, and then we have to separate them because we just don't have enough homes for them to go together, that is probably the most heart-wrenching thing that I see. I think the most rewarding part of being a foster parent is when you see that there is a need in the world. You don't have to just turn the channel on the TV set and say, oh, that's so sad, I wish someone would do something. You can say, well, I am doing something. I can't save the world, but I can save the 2 that are in my home. And I can try and get the word out to other people to get out there and try and be part of these children's lives.